Alright guys, I decided that I'm going to do some Marvel Rivals. I've gotten back into it recently, so I've been doing pretty good. I played, what was it, yesterday and the day before. I haven't played since Season 1, and I'm doing a lot of competitive. Last time I played, I was maining Thor. Now I've switched into Emma Frost, and I played a little bit of Venom, but I figured why not make a video out of this since it's something that I'm enjoying currently. So let's see how well this goes. Me talking over a video that I played. I introduced myself and then I was doing stories from when I worked at the jail, but other content I wanted to do, which I kind of prefaced in my first video, was that I want to do just normal gameplay commentary. So here we are. But I've been really enjoying this season. I love the Battle Pass. I'm a huge Venom fan. I love anything symbiote. And if Carnage was to come to this game, I feel like I would move off of being a tank. I feel like he would more likely be a DPS. So I'd probably move into DPS if that was to happen. But besides the point, back to the Battle Pass. With all the Venom skins that are going on, even though I don't play any of the characters that have a Venom skin, I'm still here for it. I can't say that I'm not. And the Phoenix skins are actually pretty cool too. Earlier today, I was in a game where it was rough. Don't know why I swapped over to that. I had a group of teammates that just started fighting with each other in the game chat, and it was absolutely atrocious. They were essentially just pissed off with each other because one person went tank and then did awful as the tank, so then they swapped onto Emma Frost. The person that was originally Emma Frost was a Lord Emma Frost, and I'm not gonna lie, they were kind of dog water at it as well. I'm not gonna say that they were a good Emma Frost, because they were not. And I'm not saying that I'm a good Emma Frost. Like I said, I just started playing again this season, and I've only played maybe 20-ish games over the last 3 days. But I at least was able to pick her up, and learning her was not hard. And since this is a live commentary, trying to play the game and commentate at the same time, I feel like I'm kind of just verbal barfing at this point. But I did say that some of my content's going to be live gameplay commentary, so gotta get used to it at some point. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there. I'm good. Oh, lordy. Yeah, live commentary is going to be a lot more difficult than I expected it to be. Get off her. I have no idea what is happening anymore. But, hey, first round done. We're able to hold them off really well. And I'm not doing too bad. The heals, honestly, though, like, I know a lot of people are... Let's see. A lot of people play support. I've played support myself, and it's hard. But I have had teams recently where it feels like I have absolutely no healers whatsoever. And it's not even that they're dead or anything. It's just I'm in the mosh pit and I'm getting absolutely no help sometimes. But that was back when I first started. I know I'm low elo and everything, so people starting over, doing whatever for starting the game, that's all a given. But me personally, I don't like talking down on my teammates. Everyone's gonna play how they want to play. If you're garbage at a role, oh well. But to me, if you're trying something and it's not working, you need to be able to swap to something else or ask to swap. Like, realistically, I'm not going to play DPS. I can't play DPS. I don't play DPS on any game. I don't like playing DPS. Wow. I don't like playing DPS. I originally tried playing like Iron Man and stuff. Could not do it. Could not be bothered to play DPS. But yeah, I started as Bronze 2 when I restarted this game. And now I'm sitting at Silver 2. I've been doing really well in the ranked grind. I even had the other day when I first started playing Emma Frost, I had 38 kills and I want to say it was like 9 or 10 deaths. And someone on my team, once we won, they were like, oh, you deserved the MVP and you should be a higher rank, blah, 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 whatever. But I told them that I ended Gold 1 during the first season and I just stopped playing. I was still working at the jail at the time, so I was kind of just mentally exhausted when I came home, and getting on a game where you could just have terrible teammates, consistent losses back to back from your own plays, and you know the other team just being better overall, I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I uninstalled the game. But now that I brought it back and I'm no longer working at the jail, I feel a lot better about playing this game. Even on some losses, like the 2 games that I lost today so far, and the one with my teammates just arguing in chat, and one of them actually just sitting in spawn just to type and not helping us at all, so it turned into a 4v5. Like, that irritated me, but I got up, stepped away for like 5 minutes, and came back, and I'm back on that grind again. But this game is one of the games I have an addiction for again, and I feel like I can record it and make videos off of it. I tried doing in the 3 videos where I did commentary over the gameplay to, tell stories and everything. I was playing Peak when it had, like, within the second week of it coming out, but I feel like realistically only big streamers are going to be playing that game, or big YouTubers rather. They're going to be playing that game and getting the views, whereas somebody like me who's just starting out isn't going to get the views on it. This is... This is absolute chaos. Like, I don't know how to fill in the empty space of me just not talking. I'm trying my damnedest. That was rough. I honestly had no idea what was going on, and I had no commentary to fill it with. But, okay, I was gonna say, we do have somebody that's just actively sitting there. There we go. Alright. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. Even if you end up losing. Like, even some of the games that I have lost, I didn't have a bad time. I just loaded up the next, called it a day. We lost. Oh well, team was better. My team wasn't as good. We weren't on the same page when it came to going in. Or we had just one person running in after another. Like, it happens. Just go next. That's not good. When did you get back there? I'm gonna grab that health. You can get out of my face. I'm just gonna... Massive heals. Let's go. I also realize I overestimate the... Sorry, Jeff. I also realize that I overestimate how long her primary is. So I'll try to hit flyers, like, they're on the ground. There's no way. There we go. See, I'm able to put in work and do stuff like that. And Emma just feels so nice. Going from Thor in season 1 to playing Emma and just picking her up, it is so much fun. Like, her kit just feels so nice. I know a lot of people also play her, but no, she could seem busted. To me, she seems a little strong for a tank, but there are times where I feel like I just can do absolutely nothing. Or I do stuff like this, and I just run into the enemy without my team. I just wish I had a little more heals. That's not good. Yeah. I knew it was coming, and I just didn't do anything about it. I could have went in diamond form and fought him off. I'm gonna just pop it. Drag them towards us. Yeah, Jeff, you're not hijacking my teammates. I'm good. Yeah, you don't. This is so fun. And, you know, I feel like 2 games per video is decent because these games can go on for a while, especially if you're just stalling out an enemy and then they end up getting point after point after point just to up their time again. But I'm probably going to do more content like this instead of doing my story times because I can easily tell stories while I do this because a lot of the stories that I have, they're not super long. I can summarize them. Like, one story that I have from the jail after, you know, couple years was I wasn't working, but I did hear about it, and it was on, or in the newspaper, not on the news. I don't even think it hit any mainstream news, but besides the point, we had a fentanyl outbreak in one of the units, and apparently there was a medical backup that got called, and while everyone was locked down or getting locked down, whatever, they were checking doors and they were tending to the guy that had the medical emergency. They had another person go down. And then another person after that one. So that totaled 3 while they were trying to take care of the one. And, like, during a medical backup, especially when it's someone overdosing, can be very stressful to some people. Newer guys more so, yeah. And then uh, having it just be one after another is just a pain. So, on top of it being one after another, it totaled up to 5 that were having a medical emergency. And it was all fentanyl based. The resources were so spread thin. Trying to manage with limited personnel. And then going to just those types of extremes sucks. So we ended up having yeah, my story has fallen off. I'm so focused, I just want to win. There we go. They cannot leave. But yeah, as I was saying, 5 people went down. Fentanyl overdose is absolutely bonkers. The fact that I hit that. Thank God. I don't care that I died. But, yeah, my story's kind of just gone off the rails at this point. Just been non-stop fighting us, keeping them at their spawn, essentially. But while I'm running back, I can at least continue. So, after, you know, the 5 overdoses, they all lived. We were able to keep them alive. Everybody did a great job of keeping them up. And they didn't have relatively any issues besides, you know, us doing chest compressions. They were extremely sore in the chest, which comes with being an idiot, essentially. If you're gonna do drugs and then end up having an overdose, you got to deal with the repercussions afterwards. Like, there's nothing else you can do about that. But it was just absolute pandemonium. We ended up calling in dogs. We had, you know, everybody get searched, the whole 9. I'm glad I wasn't there because that's a lot of paperwork, a lot of work, and a lot of headache. But, you know, hearing about it was just insane. And, you know, I'm proud of my guys for what they did. They were able to make sure nobody passed away. So, but that's going to end it here, at least for this video. I'm probably going to play more, do another recording, upload that, what have you. I could do stories from when I worked in a jail. But at least for now, I'm going to stick to normal gameplay commentary. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. Give me a like, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. I would really appreciate it. I want to see where this YouTube thing can go. And take care. Have a wonderful day.